me in. Let me in.
I don't care how much you smile, bro. You still look like you did it. You're black.
Hey, why? What was that intro?
I had to let him see the SpongeBob on the shorts.
Why? You're 24.
SpongeBob 36.
And today we got When Fake Accusations Go Wrong. This is by They Will Kill You. You already know the vibes. You should check out my stuff.
Not Yo-Yo.
Should check out Stanley's stuff.
Stanley lied.
And let's just get
And on
straight.
the basis of fake accusations, I want to make a real accusation about Yo-Yo's daughter. You have to start taking care of her. You have to do that, bro.
This is the third day in a row.
You have to start taking care of her.
Third day in a row.
You have to start taking
This is
care
the third day in a row you've done this. What's my baby mama's name? Go, go, go.
Carmen.
Who the fuck is Carmen?
Open your phone. Open your phone.
Wait.
Ah!
No. Carmen is such a basic name. I do have a Carmen
I didn't
in
want
my
to.
phone.
I didn't want to leak. I didn't want to leak.
I knew a Carmen in middle school.
Texas woman Faith Cox accused her boyfriend of assaulting her on September the 20th of 2017. She alleged
He did it.
What gave it away?
He looked too much like Dahmer.
that Christopher Procopia had
And not the Netflix Dahmer, like the
actual Dahmer.
one that y'all aren't like
Not the
meat
female
writing.
gaze Dahmer.
Yeah.
The
actual one who beat
the male gaze Dahmer.
You find him like
No, because like he was gay.
Oh.
And it's a double entendre.
And he was eating meat for
It's
real.
a double entendre because male gaze
And gays.
entered her home and attacked her with a box cutter, leaving cuts on her face and chest.
Cedar
Fox claimed
Park. This is in Austin.
that he'd carved an X into her skin before fleeing the premises. Police took Procopia into custody on charges of
shit. Kind of hard on some goofy shit. Nah, she did
Stop.
it to her.
Stop.
On some Zorro shit.
first-degree felony burglary of a habitation.
Like
Shut up.
You know what I'm saying? With the sword and the, you know what I'm saying?
This is a true crime. This actually happened to someone, bro.
With intent to commit additional felonies. He faced up to 99 years in prison for the alleged crimes. However, a police investigation uncovered that Procopia was entirely innocent.
Oh.
Because the video, see, and this is why we need listening and comprehension skills. I didn't even want to deliver it. I wanted you to run into it yourself. You know what I'm saying? We need listening and comprehension skills, bruh.
I literally said this is true crime, and the video is about false allegations.
You're the people who will fall for it, bro.
Selfie that he'd posted on Facebook around the same time that Cox claimed he'd assaulted her proved that he was 70 miles away from her home. An investigation into Procopia's text messages, cell phone tower pings, and witness reports confirmed his whereabouts and proved he hadn't been involved in the supposed attack. Moreover, police discovered that it was really Cox who'd inflicted the cuts.
Why else would she be modding for me? Like, you know, she don't like. Jay, tell him about the 401k you got modded for me.
Bad decisions all around.
Tell him about the benefits.
On herself to frame Procopia. In light of the findings,
I got stacks. See.
law enforcement arrested and charged Cox with the misdemeanor of filing a false police report. She was ordered to
She carved that X in her chest for no reason.
That shit kind of hard.
I don't want to co-sign carving into yourself.
pay a $2,000 fine and
This shit tough. You see what you did?
That's so hard, bro.
Stop.
could have also been sentenced to up to 180 days in jail, but accepted a plea bargain, which reduced her sentence to a year of probation. Number 7, Nikki Jovino. Teenager.
I said, hey, yo!
We're battle rapping.
Shorty did fake allegations. Well, this is where all that messed up. Because I'll really up the fire. And X marked the spot on her chest as soon as the gun cocks. Because her last name was Cox. And she had an X on her chest.
I thought you were battle rapping this teenage woman, bro.
Not yet. I don't know. If she
Not yet?
Yeah, it depends. I need material.
Get back to the face, bro. You're battle rapping minors? That's what.
What? We did that at DreamCon.
Oh yeah. A nigga came up to us for a picture. I need y'all to be prepared for this.
Yeah.
If you catch me alone, calm interaction. If you catch Stanley alone, calm interaction. Someone caught both of us at the same time.
They
He
got
asked for a
SXY
picture.
in person.
He asked for a picture. We battle rapped him. He didn't say anything back.
He looked very overstimulated, actually.
Yeah. Scared. He actually looked kind of scared.
He started backing up. Like
We won though.
Oh, for sure. We killed that.
Crushed that nigga.
Y'all better have material written.
I ain't gonna lie. If you catch both of us at the same time, I would battle rap back. You better win.
You better not have nothing on your shoes, gang. I'm
Swear to
on
God.
Giovino accused 2 college football players of abusing her while she was at a house party in New York on October the 15th of...
I said I own 2 college football players. I guess we tackling. No, I'm joking. I don't gotta.
Stop!
2016. She alleged that the 2 men grabbed and took her into the basement bathroom where they forced themselves upon her. Following the accusations,
Imagine you actually went through with the battle rap and then I hit the play button.
the players were both suspended from their football team and had their scholarships taken away. However, according to the police, 18-year-old Giovino's story was riddled with inconsistencies, and she eventually admitted that her accusations had been a lie. When interrogated, the men she'd named as her aggressors admitted to have had intimate relations with her, but maintained that it had been fully consensual. Witnesses at the party
Who's moaning in my ear? Us, Stanley. He was like, you know, sometimes he gets in that mode.
also claimed to have
Stop!
seen Giovino willingly enter the bathroom with them, and one attendee even audibly heard her say she wanted to sleep with both. After confessing, Giovino claimed she'd made up the story in a panic
I ain't gonna lie, she was OD
going.
yeah.
because she didn't want to ruin her relationship with another man with whom she was romantically involved.
Oh, she
Giovino
got caught cheating.
going.
Wait, so she got caught cheating and then just went straight to the straight to allegations?
Allegations? Oh my God.
That's crazy.
You don't
Before
have
that-
nothing set up first, bro. Do your work.
At least
bro.
try the I was asleep method first.
Don't-
Like, fuck, God
You know what I'm
damn.
saying? Don't ruin my life because you ain't prepared for how you was going to
At
do
least
it, bro.
try to say it was just a girl's trip. Like, she went straight to, no, that
Babe, you know they're my friends. You didn't
Like,
even try to hit one of those.
at least do that, bro.
No,
God
bro.
dang.
her fabrication would cause her love interest to be compassionate towards her and angry at the 2
Oh.
because he believed it.
Yeah. I was a boy.
men. Instead, she was charged with second-degree, falsely reported an incident and tampering with or fabricating physical evidence,
that nigga.
resulting in a sentence of 1 year
Dang, they
in
were both black.
Of course.
Can I see what the boyfriend looked like? I'm so
jail
interested
and 3
in, like,
years
those
of
back-
probation.
Yeah, of course.
My parlay's on Caucasian.
Number 6. Gemma Beale. In August of 2017, a 25-year-old London woman was sent to jail for 10 years after making several false abuse allegations over the course of several years.
She looked like Lil Durk in the face, and I can't quite put my.
It's the
finger-
eyes. It's the eyes.
Okay.
You know what the little Dirk eyes, they be...
Yeah. Okay. Bet. I'm glad. I'm okay.
Between 2010 and 2013, Gemma Beale claimed to have been abused by 15 different men in
I don't know which one is the false accusation here.
4 different incidents. One of the men she'd accused in 2010 was Mahad Kasim, who was wrongfully
It's never a white guy.
Yeah.
It's always.
Yeah, I need
Mahad, bro.
I need some Caucasian.
I need a
allegations,
Kyle
bro.
to get hit with a false alley, bro.
sentenced to 7 years in jail. However, in July of 2015, his conviction was reversed and he was set free after investigators uncovered a suspicious pattern of accusations by Beale, all with similar inconsistencies that
Why is her mouth not closed in any of the pictures?
She breathing heavy.
I was literally about to say, yeah.
She breathing heavy.
Yeah.
Not even a weight joke, but it's genuinely she breathing heavy.
indicated that she'd fabricated the stories. The woman was dubbed a serial liar, her motive being to receive compensation.
The one time where her mouth would actually be valid to be open.
Look.
It really gives off more of a. It really gives more of that vibe. I ain't gonna
You
lie.
said she walk around grunting? You're a
Awesome.
piece of shit. You're a piece of shit.
From each case
She does have a different haircut every time, bro.
she
the danger-
filed.
That's the most dangerous ones.
Type.
I ain't gonna
Type.
lie. If I've known you for 4 months and you've had 6 hairstyles, you're a dangerous individual.
She maintained her innocence throughout the trial that followed, but was ultimately found guilty of perjury and perverting the
Someone said hello monkeys, but their name is literally Monkey Johnny.
It's good, gang.
course of justice and sentenced to 10 years in prison. Number 5. Emery Ellis. A homeless man was arrested in November of 2015 after a cashier at a Boston Burger King thought he'd tried to pay for a meal using a fake $10 bill. Emery Ellis, aged 37, was charged with forgery of a
I'm not
bank.
gonna lie.
If
Even
you
if
called
I
it-
do have a fake $10 bill,
It's $10.
let me slide, bro. It's $10.
It's
bro. I ain't
like-
gonna lie, bro. Eat that one, bro. If I got a fake 10 on me, I need this more than you need whatever you got. Back
Literally,
there,
bro.
Just let me rock,
Literally, bro.
Banknote, which resulted in a probation violation from a
Mind you, Burger King.
Yeah, at that. He
Burger
wasn't
King.
even trying to do it at one of the. He didn't try to go to Chick-fil-A.
He took his fake money and went to Burger King, bro. He got it, bro.
previous offense. Because of that aspect, Ellis was taken to jail, where he was held without bail. 3 months later, in February of 2016, the Secret Service found that the $10 bill was in fact real.
Wait, I had an actual Now I'm mad because I spent
took an
one. I
actual
spent
10.
actual money at Burger King of all places, and 2, they thought I couldn't afford the Burger King.
Burger King? Oh my god.
I'm in that bitch. I'm coming out a freaking Marvel supervillain, bro.
Oh my god.
I can't lie.
bro.
I'm mad at life, bro.
That's very like.
I would be
I
so
understand.
tight. I would be so tight.
Ellis was released from jail and prosecutors dropped the forgery charge. The man went on to sue Burger King for nearly $1 million, claiming that he was discriminated against solely for looking like a homeless person of color. The outcome of the lawsuit remained undecided as of the latest update
You got more than $10 though.
on the matter. Number 4.
Probably paid him.
Alexa Palobiki. 26-year-old Sacramento police officer Alexa Palobiki was
She's a police officer?
accused
I
of
ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm robbing that store. There's no way. I'm jumping over her, bro. it's no way. It's no way.
Wait, so
bro.
freeze! Put your hands up!
Nah. Taser. I'm.
Taser! Damn.
Words. Yeah.
filing a false
Someone said, I am resisting in all caps. That's so disrespectful, bro.
He's resisting. Yes.
report in May of 2021. The incident in question had been a traffic stop at a gas station where Palobiki alleged that she'd approached a driver for illegally parking. The officer searched the man's car on suspicion of a DUI, something she'd initially left out of her original report, but added at a later date after confiding in her fiancé, who was also a police officer. During the stop, Palobiki found what she'd claimed was an illegal substance, which really turned
Did she plant that shit? Did she plant it?
out
Here
to
with cops, bro, because they.
Oh, yeah, because you can't do nothing.
They really do that, bro.
Yeah,
You just.
and it be cooking me because, like, I literally, like, getting arrested for drugs would cook me because I've never even done them. And I'm like, I say it all the time.
That's exactly like if I ever got like I don't know like an alcohol charge or like a drug charge or something like that, it would annoy me to death because I'm like I didn't even attempt it.
I've
Like,
never even.
I didn't even. You can't
Like,
even
at
put
least
on
if
a-
a nigga gets caught with crack, at least he got to do crack.
I've literally had cops say that I've smelled like weed before. I'm like, that is grass on ground that you're smelling.
Yeah,
it.
like, I'm literally the wrong nigga to give that to, bro.
to just be tobacco. An investigation carried out by Internal Affairs revealed that Palobiki hadn't had probable cause at all to stop the man. They also uncovered that she tried to come up with 6 different versions of the story with another officer to make up a reason for her to search the driver's car. An audit of her arrests and reports was conducted for 3 years worth of cases, combing through interviews, body cam footage, and surveillance footage,
Cloud, you know what you are, Cloud.
as well as her phone records. Investigators highlighted at least 5 separate incidents of misconduct on Palobiki's part. She misrepresented or left out important facts about what happened during the incidents, in addition to reporting pursuits that never happened, failing to include suspect statements, and even earning overtime payment on days when she left work early. The driver's case was eventually dropped. Once the information came to light, Palobiki was fired from her job on November the 18th of 2021
Understandably so.
and charged with 2 counts of falsifying police reports. If
Makes
convicted, she could face up to 3 years in prison.
Police officers get such the slap on the wrist. It's
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
Number 3. Kirsten Faith Snyder.
White and blonde. Off the name,
Kirsten,
I'm going white and blonde.
There's not a single black Kirsten.
No, I'm going white and blonde. Like,
I'm going brunette.
Brunette?
It's the Snyder.
Kirsten. Kirsten's a blonde ass name, bro.
On March the 24th of 2021, a South Carolina woman
And Carolina?
made a home invasion and assault report, which ultimately proved to be a fabrication.
She
literally has a mix.
Yeah, she got one. But
nah, that's crazy.
that's like those look like highlights. So out of pure sportsmanship, bro, I'll give you the game.
No, I feel like that's. I literally think that's even, bro. I literally think that's even. Respect to the give. I literally think that's even, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
GG's, bro.
Yeah, that's a GG. I can't.
22-year-old Kirsten Faith Snyder claimed that
22? 22? I went to school with this woman, bro.
Yeah, that's
like, no, like, I OD must definitely have met this woman before, bro.
Let's see. Posted, updated. I wanted the birth like day.
She's 22,
right?
And this was in 2021. So she was 22. She was 22 in 2021. So like we was around the same grade.
Oh yeah, you guys walked the path.
I was 21 in 20.
This could have been you.
someone had cut her kitchen screen, broken into her house, and assaulted her.
Shit.
Deputies.
Oh, my fault. That was the wrong house. That was like that was on me. That was on me. I did pick the wrong crib. That's my bad. That's my bad.
Rushed to what they believed was a burglary in progress as Snyder was on the phone with the 911 operator, actively reporting on what was happening during the alleged incident. However, when officers arrived on the scene, Snyder...
Sorry. I just want to say, nobody has shown more dedication to this moment more than the girl at the beginning with the X on her chest. She's actually the only one who still showed the most dedication. That shit's hard.
Another thing I'd like to say, she look like FaZe Lacey.
Ooh, I can see it.
Tight?
Yeah, you gotta strip the hair up and then lift her chin up.
Okay.
Yeah,
told them that the intruder had fled through the kitchen window after she'd allegedly fought him off. During their investigation, the authorities were able to piece together that a break-in never happened and that Snyder had not been assaulted. The woman was later charged with filing a false police report of a felony and was arrested on a $10,000 personal recognizance bond.
My mugshot would go so hard, bro.
Go ahead, run it.
My mugshot these days will go so hard, bro.
Run it.
Cause you gotta be like,
Wait, actually, I got you. You in front of the picture, boy. Hold this. Turn. Other way, boy.
I said turn! Oh, shit.
Oh, my fault, I got in the character. something just like
Bro, I thought it was over for me. I'm so glad you pushed me out of the way of the door, bro.
Something switched in me, bro.
No, let me see your jump.
Oh. Let me in.
I don't care how much you smile, bro. You still look like you did it. You're black.
Today's topic was requested by Jorge Ramos. If you have any other topics you'd like to learn about, subscribe and let us know
Hey, man. Oh, wait, my fault.
in the comments section below. Number 2.
That was a pump fake of doom.
Kaviana Zachariah Taylor.
Sorry.
On May the 22nd of 20...
Kaviana Zachariah Taylor. All right, let me in. I'm going Kaviana Zachariah Taylor. Taylor's a pretty black last name. I'm going African American. Kaviana Zachariah Taylor. That sounds black. That sounds black.
I am going. Kaviana's black. Yeah,
that sounds black.
Yeah, I was gonna go African descent, but nah.
Okay.
No.
We're both putting in our parlays on African American. I'm going skinny with braids. Give it to me. Skinny brown skin with braids. Give it to me.
I'm going heavy, natural hair out, frizzled.
Parlay.
2022, a Florida woman reported a crime
Florida
that led to a SWAT raid at her boyfriend's home. 20-year-old Kaviana Zachariah
She's not heavy.
Taylor told a 911
Nah, she's not heavy.
Yeah, it's not enough neck.
We both got in the middle again, bro.
You got the skinny and I got the hair out.
dispatcher that her boyfriend hit her in the
I actually don't know who to give that to.
That's right in the middle, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
face with a gun after a physical altercation had broken out between them.
That was.
Hey!
Her-
Hey!
She got her.
Zachariah?
She did this to her boyfriend.
She's not gonna do it to her husband though. That's the problem. She need to fuck with a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? You need to stop messing with these little boy ass niggas, bruh. That's how they get in your mind. They make you do stuff. I know she ain't even mean to do it. That's the thing. She just messing with them peewees. They start making you do shit that's not out of your character. Come mess with a real one, bro. Let me show you how you supposed to act.
They were sitting in his car outside of his home. It had allegedly started when the man took Taylor's work ID badge and slapped her with it.
Oh wait, no, this is the allegation.
the fake, yeah.
Bro, his voice sounds so convincing.
She retaliated by punching him in the side of the head, which led to the fight inside the vehicle. Taylor then reportedly got on top of him with her knees in his chest, which is when he reportedly reached for his handgun. She eventually managed to kick him out of the car, got into her own vehicle and called 911 before leaving. However, when officers questioned her about the incident, the woman said that her boyfriend hadn't actually hit her with the gun. Taylor claimed that her busted lip was a result of him punching her instead, which contradicted what she'd initially told the 911 dispatcher. Because of the nature of the call, the police department had sent the SWAT team, believing Taylor was in serious immediate danger. Her boyfriend was taken to the police department for questioning, and his handgun was confiscated as evidence. He told a completely different story, stating that Taylor had taken money from him and began to punch him when he tried to retrieve it. She'd also broken his car's window with a tire iron. The man...
That's you?
That's the
you?
problem. That's
you?
the problem. You gotta listen to the story. You gotta listen to the story. I can tell you weren't listening. I can tell you weren't listening. Listen.
He told a completely different story,
Listen.
stating that Taylor had taken money from him and began to punch him when he tried to retrieve it.
She messing with a broke nigga. Ain't nothing to retrieve with me. Whatever you need, take it, shorty. We not in that situation. We not in that situation. She just needs some money, shorty. Whatever I got is yours, my love. You know what I'm saying, bro? We not in that situation. That's the problem. Broke niggas trying to retrieve the money. Broke niggas trying to retrieve the money. Nigga, I'm trying to retrieve you. I'm trying to retrieve you. KV on it. I don't need the money. I'm definitely out that money like.
I ain't gonna lie, she take money from me, bro. Please! Please!
I'm on top of the hood of her car trying to stop like, wait!
Wait a minute, like, I need that.
I need every dollar back.
I need every cent. What are you talking about? She need that extra protein money for Chipotle? No fucking cap. That's completely out of budget. I cannot afford that though.
Yeah.
Look, the reason I say that counts is because he just made a Chipotle joke. He didn't say pre-Chipotle.
He didn't say pre-Chipotle.
So I'd venture to say
That it's
they
more
didn't see it
elusive.
coming.
Yeah, they didn't see it coming.
Hid in plain sight.
Yeah. They're like, it was right there, so they didn't think it would be right on the back of it.
Someone said that was calm. So they're even
they acknowledge it.
smooth.
Yeah. That was a good one. They didn't see that.
You know when like the
This
balls,
is-
you know when like the ball's about to go out and like a nigga, like
Yeah.
type
One
shit.
touch.
type shit.
She'd also broken his car's window with a tire iron. The man even provided a text message
She got inventory.
sent by Taylor, threatening to call the police and lie that he'd attacked her with a gun. With evidence backing up her boyfriend's story, Taylor was arrested and charged with simple battery, simple assault, providing false information to law enforcement,
Taylor
and
over that
making a
little ass
false
shit, man.
911
Over that little ass shit, man.
call. She was held on a $10,000 bail and eventually
He's gonna say eventually someone got her out.
admitted to have fabricated the story. Number 1. Louis Mearns and Brandon Burrows. In September of 2020, British woman Lorraine Cox was walking home when she was murdered by Azam Mangori, age 24, in his apartment above a kebab shop. Mangori, who was just a
Did he say kebab?
He did say a kebab shop.
Come on, bro. Kebab.
tenant in the apartment and had no connection to the business below.
Kebabs will go crazy right now, boy. Stanley, make Yo-Yo mad real quick. Why would you wish that upon me?
Him was found guilty of Cox's murder in April of 2021. He was sentenced to life in prison with a minimum term of 20 years served. However, in the early stages of the investigation, two friends of Cox's in their mid-20s, Louis Mearns and Brandon Burrows, were convinced that the staff of the kebab shop were somehow involved in her murder. On October the 2nd of 2020, they ganged up on Naveed Rahimi, the shop's chef. In front of his home, they called him racial slurs and accused him of killing Cox before they physically assaulted him. Upon their arrest, Mearns and Burrows tried lying to the police by saying that they were elsewhere at the time of the incident. However, DNA evidence found on a drink can at the scene, the location on their phones, and eyewitness testimony from a passerby proved that they'd been responsible for the attack. Both men were found guilty of racially aggravated battery and were given sentences of 10 to 11 months in prison.
That's it?
That's ridiculous.
That's all it takes for me to run a fade?
Huh.
10 to 11 months in prison? Racially? So if it wasn't racial, it'd be like 9, 8, 7 months?
So if I beat like a black person, I get less time?
You get a 2-2-3.
Like
What are you talking about?
I would get 18 months, I get a 5.56. Hey man, that's gonna be the video. I hope you guys liked it. Be sure to check out my stuff.
Not Yo-Yo.
Be sure to check out Stanley's stuff.
Stanley Live.
And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.